Hey everyone, so today we have Michael Reynolds of Elevation Financial, and we're going to ask him a few questions about his journey with AdvisorX. But straight off the bat, Michael, what was the problem that your firm faced when it came to marketing communications?
Yeah, Jonathan. So I was using other AI tools for a while, some more of the generalized tools out there because, I like to be as efficient as possible. So part of my practice is to use technology and tools to be more efficient so I can serve clients better. And my marketing system is part of that. And so in my marketing system, sometimes I will write my own content, but oftentimes I will supplement that or even completely creative direct AI tools to generate AI content for my blog. And that kind of
Right.
turns into content for my podcast and social media. So I'd been using, other commonly known generalized AI tools for a while, but they weren't always great because they didn't know the specific terminology to our profession. They weren't financial industry specific, and so it took a lot of tweaking and a lot of oversight to really get where I wanted to get. So
Interesting.
that's kind of the problem I was looking to solve.
Okay, cool. So you felt that the other systems out there were too generalized and that AdvisorX was more fine-tuned for RIA specific use cases.
Yeah,
Can you give me an
exactly.
example of like something within AdvisorX, like a feature or something that makes it feel a little bit more like fine-tuned for RIAs?
Yeah, so what I love about AdvisorX is the way it utilizes data sources that are financial industry specific for its knowledge base. So it'll go out to, major publications in the financial industry. Um, it'll even use my own website, my own blog. I can upload PDFs that it can reference. So it's really a nice feature to be able to feed it financial industry specific information. Kits articles, you can feed it whatever you want and kind of use those as data sources, which is
Right.
really helpful. And so I found it really does get stuff right more often and has more accuracy when it comes to the stuff I want to write about.
That's awesome. So just to get more clarity around this, why AdvisorX AI when there's a plethora of other, like, I think we touched on this. I think you
Mhm.
explained why too. But we charge 5 times more than a typical GPT chatbot. But
Mhm.
why choose Advisor X as a better alternative to even Jasper AI, custom GPT, and there are other tools that are more wealth management specific to now.
Mhm.
So what made you like settle down on Advisor X?
Yeah, it's mainly because it helps me spend less time on the content creation. With other tools, I could get there, but
Yeah.
they would be maybe 80, 85% there. And so I'm spending the last 10 to 15% of my time tweaking it, adding my own, reworking it, just really trying to get it to the point where it's usable in my mind to publish on my website. With
Interesting.
AdvisorX, I get more to like 90 or 95%.
Wow. Okay, cool. That's huge. That's pretty
Actually,
awesome.
sometimes 100%. I've had cases where I've generated content through AdvisorX and it's ready to go from the first output. And so that really saves me a ton of time because, in our profession, obviously the less time we spend on one thing, the more time we can spend with clients.
Yeah, can you just touch on that a little bit? Like, why should advisors consider using AI for client communications? Because, like, some advisors are a little resistant to that, right? Because they're like, well, I don't want my website or blog to sound too robotic, or I don't want it to sound like AI wrote it or whatever. Like, I want it
Mhm.
to be more natural. And how does AdvisorX solve that problem of creating more natural sounding content that reflects the advisor style, number one?
Mhm.
And number two, why should advisors consider using a robust AI client communications platform versus either outsourcing it to a marketing agency or doing it in-house? What do you think?
Yeah. Well, the nice feature about AdvisorX, to answer your first question, is it does adapt to your writing style. So it's got a built-in feature where it actively wants you to put in your writing style or samples of your writing style,
Right.
upload your content. And so it's really built to try to emulate your writing style and pull from your content. So my own website's a data source, my content's a data source. I can upload ebooks that I've written, stuff like that. So it really is designed to be customized to me and also has the humanize options where you can humanize content and kind of really adapt it more to your writing style. So
Right.
other tools are sort of generalized, like you can try to coach them, but AdvisorX really is built to customize for your style. And
Awesome.
so as far as why we should use it, I mean, honestly, it's the delegation philosophy. Like I
Right.
can't be all things to all people. I can't be a great financial advisor and a great marketer and a great writer that spends hours crafting every piece. Like it's just not practical. And so to serve my clients best, I should be delegating stuff that can be delegated so I can focus on financial planning and investment management and being present with my clients. And
That's
so,
really well said.
yeah, AdvisorX does that really well, helps me kind of delegate that piece out.
That's really well said. So at this stage in your practice, where do you feel like all these so you're using a bunch of AI tools. From my past conversations with you, you're using
Mhm.
a suite of different AI tools. What is it freeing you up to do more now that you weren't able to do before?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just brain space for clients. I mean, I know I keep kind of saying it, but to me, it's
Yeah,
really, really important to have my head clear to focus on my clients because,
right.
a lot of people probably not in the industry think that, oh, financial planning is just pulling us some spreadsheets and software and crunching numbers and you're good to go. And at least in, the way that my community does financial planning, we're much deeper than that. We
Yeah,
spend time just thinking about our client situations. We hold space for our clients. I mean, yeah, it's about spreadsheets and planning software and numbers, but it's also about just slowing down and thinking about what our clients need and how we can coach them and advise them and be a partner to them. And that goes way beyond spreadsheets. And the more your brain is cluttered with like, hey, I've got to do this task and this task and this task and write this blog post and all this creative energy is going elsewhere, we're left with very little creative energy to focus on our clients' needs. And so it's really important to me to offload creative energy somewhere else so I can retain the creative energy I need to be present with my clients.
that's perfect. Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for explaining everything in such detail. This was great. And hopefully other advisors will be able to glean from this and know more about how they can leverage AI for whatever workflow they have. It could be AdvisorX, it could even
Mhm.
be other workflows, other AI systems you're already using. But I think that this case study and this, like just hearing your
Mhm.
thoughts about how you've been leveraging AI, yeah, of course I'm biased and I want advisors to use AdvisorX, but then, it's possible that they're watching this and they'll be like, I'm using this tool, I'm just going to continue doing that. And that's also okay. Right. So I thank you for your time. Really appreciate that. And
Yeah.
thank you, everyone.
AdvisorX has been great. I'm a really big fan. It's been the best tool I found for advisors to generate content. So big fan.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.